Hey guys, hope every one of you did well in GATE 2021. I know it was a very difficult year with COVID, and I remember I think around this time in February the news of COVID was shaping up, and then there was lockdown. And despite all the difficulties, I hope every one of you put their best in the exam. Now, what's done is done. A lot of students are calling us, and there are a lot of requests coming to us in knowing what could be the expected rank. And I know a lot of you also would be knowing how many attempts you gave, and you'll be sure about how many questions you have attempted and how many marks you'll get, at least in a approximate range. So in this video, so what we have done is we have done a small analysis on, like, based on the difficulty level of the paper and what happened in the previous years. So we have predicted what could be the rank based on the marks you are getting in this particular year. And also a lot of students want to know what will be the cutoff. Every year it is varying around 25, and last year it was as high as 32 marks. And probably the response sheet will take a little more time. We have to wait for GATE for the other branches to get over, which will be I think around Feb 14. And after that GATE has to release the response sheet. And by the time we will have a better idea to predict the rank. And also I think the expected key will come, then you will have to challenge it, then the actual official key will come, and by the time the results come it will be like mid-March. So before even that, this is like for those people who are anxious in making plans, like what could be the expected rank or what will be the cutoff, what can you expect. So this is a very short video on that. And coming to the paper itself, this year we saw a slight change in GATE civil engineering syllabus. They added topics like regression, and spatial aptitude was a new thing for all the branches. And there was a new pattern which was introduced, multiple select questions. But what happened in the real paper was, from spatial aptitude they asked very simple question. If you have gone through like how to do this mirror or like folded paper, you would be easily able to answer those questions. And I don't think anything new was asked from those other newly added topics. And coming to the multiple select questions, we all thought there'll be at least some 5 to 6 multiple select questions or a little more than that. But what happened was, it's like they asked only very few MSQs. Probably I think it was just one in one of the papers and 2 to 3 in the other paper. And it was more of a straightforward question, and it just asked what are the correct statements. So there are no surprises like when compared to GATE 2020, like something drastically changed. And we are hearing from a lot of people that this one was more concept oriented, and like memorizing facts and formulas did not help as much. And in both the papers, we are hearing that questions from structural analysis, steel structures were a little bit more lengthy and it took more time to solve. That might have the effect on your final rank. If suppose you're aiming for a top rank, solving those questions can give you that extra edge, because it would be difficult for everyone to solve those questions. And also this year what they have done is they mixed 1 mark and 2 marks. So you have to really find out which is 1 mark, 2 marks. So you would have to be a little smart in finding out, okay, this is a 2 mark question, how much time can I spend? So that was one of the aspects. And another thing which GATE 2021 taught us was that you should not ignore any subject, even if it is of a low weighted subject. Like I think in one of the sessions they did not even ask a question from hydrology, but they asked more questions from this construction management. So these things happen next time who are preparing for GATE 22. Don't try to ignore, okay, it is just for 2 marks, let's ignore it completely. This is a brief analysis of what has happened in GATE 2021. Now coming to the most important part, first I will tell about what could be the expected cutoff. Then I'll move on to what rank you can expect based on whatever is your initial expectation of the marks. So if you see here, these are the cutoffs for various years, like from 2018 I'm showing you. So for different categories the cutoffs vary, and it depends on what is the average. It depends on what is the average marks obtained by everyone and how many students attempted. And if you see in 2018 it was around 27 marks, and in 20 19 it was around 28 marks for the general category. And in 2020 you can see a sharp rise in the like marks. You had to score like some 33 marks to clear. So one of the reasons this could have happened, because if we see this cutoff, like let me go to the GATE IIT Delhi website. So last GATE was conducted by them. So if you click here, you will get this final answer key. So in this, if you see for both the sessions, so this is session 2. If you see, there were marks to all given for like 3 questions. And if you see in the other session, marks to all were given in like 1 plus 1, 2 questions. So this might have had a little bit effect in pushing this mark. So based on considering all this, I think this year the cutoff can for general category can vary between 29 to 32 marks, and for OBC category it can vary from 26 to 29 marks, and for SC/ST category it can vary from 18 to 21 marks. And one thing to notice, there's this new category EWS. For that, the cutoff will remain same as the general category. It is even mentioned in the GATE information brochure. And this is just a prediction based on what has happened. It can vary like probably plus or minus 2 marks at maths, but it will mostly lie within this range. And coming to what rank you can expect, I know a lot of you are waiting for this particular point. And before even I move on to say what is it, we'll just see how the previous years look like. If you see in like last 4 years of GATE, if you see, let's just see for the top 100 rank, like 75 to 80 marks is clearly giving you a top 100 rank. And obviously these marks are after the normalization. So if you get around 75 to 80 marks, you are getting above 100 rank. And GATE 2019 looks like an exception, but mostly it is lying around 78 to 81 marks. And to get about 1200 rank, so it is varying around 60 to 64 marks. It's very close. And from what we are hearing from most students, and we also looked at all the previous year GATE papers and whatever questions are available right now for GATE 2021, we also had a look at that. And it looked like in GATE 2020 and GATE 2021, the number of tough questions which were asked were almost on a similar level. So the top rank will almost remain close to what was expected in 2020. Probably that marks to all would have affected a little bit, and the preparation level of the students, that also plays a slight bit of role. Considering all that, I think getting above 79 marks would get you a top rank, but I would tell you to go with caution, because this is just a prediction, and we will, once that expected, like once the response sheet comes out and expected key comes out, we'll be able to predict better. We'll surely release another video or probably a GATE rank predictor. But right now, this can give you an idea what to expect, and you also would have seen the different level of the paper and be able to make a judgment. And if for getting like above 1000 or 1200 rank, so for that, if you see, you should see the overall level of the paper, not just the tough questions, because tough questions, let's say everyone ignores, like skips them, and you just have the average, like all the set of questions. So for that, you have to get around 60 to 65 marks will get you above 1200 rank. Probably getting above 63 marks would be, probably getting around 63 marks would get you above 1200 rank. When you go to the range of like 50 marks or 55 marks, every 2 marks is going to jump your rank by 200, 300. If you see in one of the years, 50 marks gave you a 4200 rank, and getting just 5 marks above will give you a 3000 rank. So that much is the difference. And going by the level of the paper, the average level of the paper, I would say it is same as the previous years, like considering all the questions. So going by that, I think 50 marks will get you approach 4000 rank. And all this obviously would be affected by normalization. If I say which paper is tough, I think a lot of you are probably going to disagree. We even created a poll where we asked which session was more tough, and a lot of people I think pointed towards session one. Probably they saw the poll more, and everyone I think is feeling their session is more tough. I am not going to comment on that. You can tell me which session you felt is tougher. See both the papers, then you can make a good call on which paper is tough. But unless I see the overall paper, I don't think I can tell you which can get you that one extra mark or two extra marks. Another thing I wanted to tell you, and I will end the video after that. So this time we are going to reward the top 5 students of APCD. Like whoever gets the top rank will be rewarded, and we'll tell you more details as and when the ranks come. And another thing which we are offering is the top 1000 rankers. So probably you are appearing for either for a PSC interview or for a MTech interview. So this interview course we will give you for free if you are a top 1000 ranker. So just after the results come, we will also announce. You can also contact us through our email ID. You all know our email ID. It is support@apscd.in. So with this, I will end the video. As and when we get the response sheet and more updates come, we will make a new video. So stay subscribed. Thank you, everyone.